We are ushering in a new era today. We're ushering in a new presidential administration. There are Americans that are jubilant and believe that there is salvation ahead. There are Americans that are scared to death and feel this country is headed for danger, despair, and ruination. I believe both emotions are misguided. I don't believe one man or one administration can deliver on either of those things. I believe that a truly great president and American hero spoke the most poignant and important sentence in history. A sentence that we all need to hear, we all need to comprehend, and we all need to enact. In his Gettysburg Address, President Abraham Lincoln said, "Government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from this earth." So what does that mean? Well, it means that the power in this country isn't in our leaders or our representatives. If our government is operating properly, the true power is in you, me, we the people. It is the job of our leaders to do our bidding, to enforce our will, and to serve our best interests. However, for generations, we have elected leaders and hoped they would be our saviors. We sat back and waited for the riches and good to fall in our laps. We believed and we trusted. But in all those years, with all those promises and all those leaders from both parties, we've been disappointed, disregarded, and disrespected. We need to learn from history. We need to understand that we must do something regardless of who our leaders are. Whether or not you supported Donald Trump, I believe something good came from this election. I don't believe people voted for Mr. Trump because he was an attractive candidate necessarily. I believe they voted for him because he represented change from the status quo and breaking out of a system that we've been trapped in for generations. We've been an apathetic people, but through this election it would appear that Americans are finally stepping up and saying enough is enough. Beyond that, they are seeing and realizing that they can have an impact. I'm hoping and I'm praying that this is the beginning of bringing back the power to the people where it belongs, the power that was stolen from us so many years ago. Now understand that our leaders don't want to relinquish power. They don't want us in control. They divide us into smaller groups so we remain weak, so they maintain control. They separate us by race, religion, party, economics, any way they can, and we fall for it. We can't do that any longer. We just can't. Regardless of the categories we happen to fall into, we in fact are all the same. We are all one in the following. We are good Americans that seek happiness, health, security, and prosperity. We want good lives for us now and for our children in the future. This is the common bond that is important, and this is the common bond that gives us power. You can celebrate the new administration, or you can huddle in the corner and cry. You can be excited, or you can be frightened. But understand that our leaders and our government are simply a vessel or a conduit for our will. Once you understand and demand that, then everything changes. This is in fact a new era, but it's not a Republican or a Democratic era. It's not even a President Trump era. My hope is that this new era is of the people, by the people, and for the people. Trust in your higher power. Trust in your fellow Americans. And trust in yourself. Don't be sedentary. Don't be apathetic. Demand what is right and demand what you deserve. And I promise, we shall not perish from this earth. Godspeed to the people's America.